What is going on, y'all, and welcome back for episode 3 of the survival server. And today we shall be slaying the Elder with the help of a Lox, traveling into the swamps for the first time to gather up some iron, and of course delving into quite a few sunken crypts, battling all kinds of crazy creatures. But first, if you're new here, please do consider subscribing and smashing that like button so your boy can get a little promotion. And with all that out of the way, let's begin. As you see right now, we are doing a little Blue Man Group style mining over here in the Black Forest. We have had a troll event happen while we were digging out this big old copper deposit and decided to go ahead and just put these bad boys to work. And they have been smashing apart this ore for like 10 minutes. And not only is this a lot of fun, it is pretty effective, especially when you got a few of them going on, which thankfully that third one isn't down in the hole because that would be a little much. And as you can tell, we're trying to keep their health down a little bit just in case we do have to kill them real fast. Because sometimes you can get caught in a corner when you're doing this. So it's very fun and very dangerous at the same time. But after hiking a whole bunch of that copper back to the base, it was time to get prepped, unload some stuff, and reload with some food, some arrows, and of course, a few ancient seeds. That way that we can go and get this Elder fight out the way. Because we are ready to get into the swamp. We are ready to move into the Iron Age for sure. So just make sure everything's good to go. And then I'm going to grab some seeds. And then I shall be on my way. Which of course we now have this beautiful little portal hub that Tony has built. I'm digging. We also have a billboard over there behind us, which I think some trolls just got smashed up. So it does need some repairs. Probably should extend that wall over there by the farm a little bit to give some better troll protection. But go all the way down to the inn. I did have to make a temporary portal because where I trapped the Lox in episode 2 was closer to this Elder spawn than it was to the other one that was already in the portal hub. So of course I pushed a calf on to a raft because it has like a really wide base, and I rafted this bad boy over here. It was a very fun process. One did die the first time we attempted, so I had to sail back with another one. He got shot up by some joggers during a swamp canal pass. But now I need to move this portal over here out of the way just in case the Elder wants to destroy it, which is not 100% safe over here. This is just a temporary portal, so I'm not gonna like wall it in or nothing, just try to keep all the Grey Dwarfs away from it. But now it is time to get this party going, and we shall see exactly how much this Lox can do to the Elder. First time playing through with them. So open up the gates, summon this bad boy, let's go. Which unfortunately the Lox was just straight like attacking the roots, you know, which is kind of nice, kind of annoying because you really want him to get onto the Elder, and with the roots everywhere he just kind of gets distracted. But seeing how there's so many of us anyways, it's not like we really needed a Lox. This would be far more handy if you were playing solo, like to have rafted a baby Lox over here ready for this fight, because he does do a serious amount of damage to it. But with this amount of people, it's easy. Like right now he's aggroing me and everybody else can just steadily light him up, so it's far easier to fight him, you know, with multiple people. But as you can see, I had to keep kind of routing the Elder into the Lox because you can't really control the Lox without the saddle. So as you can see right there, I just bring the Elder to him. And but he's always running off onto those damn roots, man. It was really making me mad because I feel like he lost a lot of life just fighting those things, where he could have been way better placed off fighting the Elder. Like, look right here. See how much damage he does. Boom, look at the bites. I mean, he just tore the Elder up. Boom, and down he goes. Oh yeah, Lox for the win. I enjoyed it. Just looking at the amount of damage the Lox does to the Elder, it's very handy. If I had bred several of them over here, it wouldn't even have stood a chance. So if you're having a problem with the Elder, I mean, keep that in mind. You could always go dig a nice little trap, which if you want to see how easy that is, you go back and watch episode 2 if you haven't. So we split up our swamp keys and decided to spawn 2 more Elders to see how that would play out, since obviously we are extremely ballsy Vikings. And it was a tough battle, especially, you know, I was thinking the Lox might take a little bit of the brunt of the damage, but they did just kind of like straight gang up on him and curb stomp the Lox into pieces. And 2 Elders at the same time, even with a bunch of people that we were not prepared for. We didn't have enough arrows. We didn't have enough bows because bows were breaking. The Lox did not save us. As you can see, he's just getting pummeled again and again over there. So rough on him. Poor dude. You fought bravely. We shall make a placard with your head on it. But in the end, this was probably like not the best idea. I think everybody died once. My bow broke. I had to run back and repair. I got nailed right here, thinking I could hide under that pole. Shake my head, so sad. But eventually we did get them both. I think everybody died once. I don't think anybody died more than that. But they came down. We got extra swamp keys. Now we all can have spares. We can even set up a whole bunch of boardwalk lights. It'll be nice. But after the deed was done and the elder was slayed, it was time to head to Tony's mistake, where he had built extremely close to the swamp that was actually quite bountiful with sunken crypts, so we could get a ton of iron real fast. And as always, APOC coming out as a hat for me, riding on top every time we're in a portal together. But into the swamp we went, and even though we weren't like completely stocked up and ready for swamp, we didn't have many potions of poison resistance and whatnot. I think APOC had a few on, which he hooked me up with, which was enough. But still, we went in regardless whether the preparedness was there or not. And obviously, we were met with a little bit of resistance, being snuck by an abomination right off the rip. And of course, having a wraith coming in right behind him for some sneak attacks. It was a fun, eventful first trip into the swamp. Which, of course, you know, like, just like trolls, these guys aren't too bad, as long as you just kind of get the timing down right. And, of course, they'll sneak you, just like trolls do, because you can't get every single one of them. But the more you play with them, the better you'll get, obviously. But like I said a second ago, a wraith did come in and snuck llamas right there. I came in right after the aftermath. But APOC dipped inside the crypt, and I figured I better follow in suit or die out here, because my health was running low. And enemies are inbound. So I had to devise a plan real fast. I gave him the old run around the tree trick real quick, slow him down, dodge the blob, jump over the side, and into the crypt. Ooh, man, I should have got the Heisman for that right there. But inside the crypt, we found a little safety. I decided to toss down a fire real fast. That way we can rest up, dry off, and heal. And of course, wait for llamas to come back. And then we can start removing some of this iron out of this bad boy, which of course, if you didn't know, you get from the muddy scrap piles that are blocking every single one of the doorways. And every time you go into a new room, there's usually blobs and joggers, you know, like that right there waiting for you. So it's smart to just take off one side and ease your way in there. That way you can keep them from like bum rushing you, because in some cases, if you do block them down, you might be like, depending on how many people are there, 2 stars or whatnot in there. But it is smart to hop over in there and just bust the meat pile if you can, or the body pile, or evil pile if it's skeletons, whatever the case may be. That way you can pick them off, and then you don't have to worry about them, just keep on spawning. But we did have a extremely bountiful run inside of here. You know, I think the first crypt we got like around 100 or 90 or something, whatever it was. Seeing as how we were right next to the meadows, it was better off if we just went ahead and ran this little bit back, which turned into quite a few dangerous runs met with abominations and joggers. Several different times we ran back, so it did become a quite cumbersome trip after a few times. So we decided just to bring a few back, smelt enough to make some nails, and then gather up the rest of the materials to build us a longship and then get the hell out of Dodge. So we just raided these crypts until we got tired of raiding, running into the most notable 2-star Draugr that's just absolutely massive and snuck me like Jesus right there. Retreat, run away. Big behemoth. You know, thankfully we did get him like kind of pinned right here on the side of that door frame in between APOC, Neon, and me. Like, he kind of wanted to come to me and he kind of wanted to come to them, but we whittled him down and chased him around the halls and finally put him down. He was a beast, especially for how low our skills and damage are in comparison. That was an unexpected fight, but we finished up like 3 crypts and took our haul of 200 plus iron back to the base, which was a fun trip. As you can see, we did gather up the materials to build the longship, and we set sail. No serpents, nothing crazy happened except for these mad driving skills. But we did eventually make it home safely. And with APOC still on the boat just wanted to keep kind of drifting away. So, note to self, next time you park a boat with homeboy AFK on it, push him into the water. But we unloaded and we started smelting. Unfortunately, Even though we brought back a couple hundred iron, it is only but a small portion to the large amount that we need, because with all the people on here, we are going to need 400 or 500 to be able to upgrade everybody and get everybody the weapons and needed armor, and of course the necessary iron for building, which I'm craving. I'm chomping at the bit to get some iron into my builds. But the point being is that we're going to need a ton more iron, so it's nice to get a crack on it, but it is going to be quite the endeavor to get everybody outfitted for the next stage. But a quick sneak peek at the next video, where I go in depth on my little 3-part building, which I'm going to be doing a fermenting room, a cooking room, and a storage room all into one right here on our little vanilla server. So that is the next one. If you guys made it this far, go ahead and hit that like button, comment down below, tell me what you thought. I love all the comments, good or bad, I appreciate them all. But I appreciate you folks stopping by and checking out the video, and I will catch y'all in the next one.